As a Real Madrid fan, I hated to watch El Clasico. I mean, first of all, I want to congratulate our team, congratulate our players, congratulate Ancelotti. I think it was a good setup for the game. But still, I understand we had it rough. We had to play 120 minutes against City. We had to take the pens, which is like such an added weight in terms of mental exhaustion, physical exhaustion, and props to Barcelona because they also played a very hard 90 minutes in the Champions League leading up to El Clasico, despite their loss. Like I said in my last video, I have no shade for Barcelona in that match. They lost 1-4, but that result is not like terrible because they were 10 men for like 60 minutes and they conceded their goals in that most of their goals in that time period. So you can understand why they lost the game in the way they did, and they were trying to get it back. My thing with Madrid is like we gave a really good masterclass in defending at City, but at the same time, I felt like when we were playing El Clasico, we were just between those two mentalities. Do we want to attack with the ball and set up passes and try to filter the ball through? Or are we gonna lay back and defend without the ball and just look for their team to make a mistake? If you want my completely honest take and opinion about the Clasico, I will, despite being a huge Madrid fan, I have to say, probably Barcelona should have won. If you want to talk about the controversies, we can go ahead and do that. I do believe that it was a penalty on Lucas Vasquez. I think Kubarsi makes the mistake, and he's very young. He's like 17. He's so much younger than me. And I have actually played a little bit of competitive football when I was a child, so not when I was even a teenager or anything. But they do tell you if you're gonna block the ball with your leg and you're in the box, just like retract your leg. Kubarsi had like 2 seconds in which he could have just seen that Lucas Vasquez was standing still and just take his leg back, try to mark, but he didn't. He left it there. And so, of course, you can see in the video, Lucas Vasquez sees it and he just hits it and falls. You could say it's a bit of, he's looking for the pen, but at the same time, why is Kubarsi's leg there? He could have taken it away. It's not Lucas Vasquez's fault. It's the ref. He bid on it, and it's a pen. Regarding the goal, I can't blame Real Madrid for that. I do believe Barcelona voted for the La Liga to not have the technology in order to be able to prevent stuff like this. But when that ball went in, as I saw it, I was I was like flashing back to all those classicals I've seen in which we were like smacked around and shit. And I was like, why isn't Madrid fighting more? I didn't see them fight like they fought against City. I didn't see the high pressing. I didn't see a very aggressive team. An important part of this is also my opinion on Modric's Clasico. I really hope it's the last one. He did not look good. I love Luka Modric. He's my captain, but the way he was just like butchering people, just kicking people left and right, missing passes. Like there's one occasion, I think it's around the 70, 80 mark, in which he gives away a pass that at one point I was like, did this team just switch their fucking kits or something? Like what is going on? At points it seemed like Barca was trying to play counterattack and Madrid was like just high pressing, defending without the ball, trying to get it back. And at points, I don't know what were Rodrigo. Well, Vinicius, he gave an assist, he scored a goal, okay. But whenever I was like trying to figure out what exactly is it that Madrid is doing to attack, I was seeing we were not trying to play many balls through and run, because whenever we did, it felt like Vini and Rodrigo were holding the ball and just like looking for passes and passes. Dude, you're so much faster than them. You can outrun them for sure. I know Araujo had a couple of chances in which he cut Vini's run, which is pretty impressive. I know Araujo's a fast player. His only problem is his decision making and like exiting with the ball. And that's also another point I wanted to bring because it didn't seem like we were trying to press Araujo to make a mistake, and that makes no sense to me. Like we were pressing other players when we were trying to move the ball out, but for some reason, whenever Araujo had it, we just like let him, and I felt like he was the one man that we needed to push in order for us to get the ball. It was a very confusing game, and props to Barcelona because I felt like they should have at least gotten like a draw. I was I was like, you know, so frustrated because I knew that this Clasico was gonna be as soon as the pen was given. I was like, I can already hear the Barca fans crying and saying, "Oh, we lost because of the ref." Like the ref was bad. I'm not gonna say the ref wasn't like terrible because he was, but you still have to like defend. The second goal doesn't come for Madrid, doesn't come from a ref mistake. It comes from your lack of defensive savvy and Cancelo giving away the ball like he did with the first goal because Vasquez completely broke him and Kubarsi had to put his foot there, so it was a pen because Cancelo lost his man. And the third goal is again, we're just like hitting a couple of passes and we score because you guys are not good in the back. Like Barcelona is a really good team with the ball. Sometimes they can make beauty happen. Like I have to say, Lamine Yamal and Fermin Lopez are just scary players for the future. I am very worried because I saw that despite us playing with two substitutes on our wings without Carvajal and without Mendy. I'm really worried that Camavinga can hold Lamine Yamal, and we had a lot of trouble trying to prevent Lopez from making runs. I don't know, man. It seems like Barcelona is building a team for the future that I don't understand why their own fans are so willing to let Xavi go. When I see Barcelona play sometimes, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm jealous and shit, but I do see an idea of play. And when I saw this game, it felt like Madrid had no idea of how to win, but we were playing not to lose. And if we were losing, then we were pressing. But if we were winning, there was no like, let's put the lead on this game and just be gone. I don't know, man. You can talk about the controversy all you want. I still believe that you guys got scored on because you have a terrible defensive problem. Um, but I'm not happy. As a Real Madrid fan, I wasn't happy. I know we're gonna win the league, but dude, if we're gonna have games like this in which we should probably assert our dominance, and we are relying on Barcelona not winning games because they fumble rather than we are better than them, and that's why we take the points and they don't. It's rough. As a Real Madrid fan, I'm really shocked. I was expecting a different game. I know we're fielding Kroos and Modric who are slower. The first goal probably could be considered a foul by Christensen because he pushes Kroos so Kroos can't jump and he uses him to jump. But it wasn't, and it was given as a goal. So you can complain about the pen, but I felt like we shouldn't have gotten scored on because Christensen clearly fouls Kroos in the box. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that Madrid played so much better than Barcelona because we didn't. We didn't. That game was pretty rough. I saw it live on Twitch, and you could see me and my brother were like shocked because Barcelona was being superior. And I'm not gonna in this channel. I'm not gonna give bullshit and sell smoke. I'm gonna be 100% legit. And when I see Madrid not playing to their fucking best, and when I see our rivals playing better than us, I'm just gonna sit here and fucking say it. I don't know what happened to Madrid. I'm really hoping it's the overexertion we made to be able to qualify for the Champions that cost us. We had time to recover, but it was a rough game against City, and it was a rough game against Barcelona. I have to congratulate Jude Bellingham. He is a star for our team. I have to congratulate Lucas Vasquez because he's like the best player on our squad. He won the pen. He scored the second goal, which was so important, and I think he even participates in the build up to the last goal, and he defended really well. So, for me, the man of the match, they gave it to Lamine Yamal, but fuck him. For me, the man of the match was clearly Vasquez. He crawled through the mud in order to give us that game. Lunin, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened to him that game, but I can forgive him because he saved us against City. At the same time, guys, this is a message to the squad. Bros, I don't know what the fuck went on, but let's just like shake ourselves. Let's just like, I don't know, man. Let's do something because we cannot keep playing like this. We have a very hard game against Bayern, which I'm hoping we are gonna go guns blazing and score like 3 goals unanswered and just hold. Because if not, I'm really worried about the Champions League games, guys. I'm shook still to this day because I'm not happy watching Real Madrid right now, and I'm hoping they're gonna give me Champions League happiness again. But I also want to congratulate Valverde. He did a really good game, and Vini as well. Rodrigo, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you, dude, but you completely ghosted on that game, and you have to go all out against Bayern, dude. We will be waiting for it. A la Madrid, let's go and get our 15th Champions League and secure the league as well. Um, be on the lookout for my predictions for this UFC card, Nicolau versus Perez. And have a nice day, guys. I'm really sad.